What is it you desire from your life? What is it that is your end goal? What will truly make you happy? If there was no bills and all your bills were just automatically paid every month and you were just able to get up every day and do what it is you want to do, what would that be? At some point in life, we have to be able to not only admit but accept that there is truly more to life than just money. A lot of us, we base everything in our life, all of the structure, our family, our happiness, everything is based off the money that we make, which of course is what we've all been conditioned to think. This is how the world has created our minds, right? But the reality is, it's not the money that's offering the freedom. It's the chasing of the freedom that truly brings the freedom. One thing I've came to learn in life is anything that you truly want, when there is a will, there is always a way. Now, that way may not be conventional, it may not be the easiest, and it may not be as easy it would have came if you were just rich and had the money to do the stuff you need to do.
Hard break detection.
Come on, DoorDash. Anything that you want to do, you can do. So, for example, I've always wanted to, told myself, I want to live a life, I want to drive fast cars and be able to have as many as I would like. I want to be able to work for myself. I want to be able to be free, and I want to be able to smoke marijuana every day. That's been the structure of my life for a long time, right? And I came from a really hard house, very tough background. Once I stopped thinking about how I can become a millionaire and how I can make money, and I really just focused on like really what it takes for me to truly be happy in my life, is when everything like started to become clear. Those things that I want, of course, and my family included in all those, is really all it takes for me to like be happy. Well, I've been able to create a 6-figure window tint business. I've been able to teach myself self-taught vinyl wrap, detailing, selling cars, buying cars from the auction, and pretty much everything else that I've been able to do, I've completely self-taught. Of course, I learned from somebody, but it all came from my desire to learn. Step one, a very vital piece of this would be passion, right? Because you can't do anything if you truly don't enjoy what you're doing. Regardless if you don't enjoy some aspects of like the life that you're living and the things that you have to do to get the things done, you have to understand that in the bigger picture, it's working towards the place that you yourself said that you truly want to be. A very important question before I get deeper into anything is ask yourself, truly, what is it you desire from your life? What is it that is your end goal? What will truly make you happy outside of bills? Outside of bills, if there was no bills and all your bills were just automatically paid every month and you were just able to get up every day and do what it is you want to do, what would that be? Because once we can get that figured out, then you can truly understand how it is that you're going to get to the place that you want to be. Because I'm telling you, money is not the only way that people have created life. I mean, you got to understand, like, majority of the millionaires in the world were dead broke. They came from nothing. So you can't say that it always takes money to create your dreams, because truly it doesn't. Above all, it takes passion, a very firm understanding of where you are now and where you plan to be. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you said you wanted to be an astronaut. After you have that understanding of what it is you want to do, you have to sit there and research, think deeply, self-reflect, and do all the things that it takes to build the foundation and the structure to find out how you can now start that step. So for example, I said, I want to be able to own multiple cars and be able to have a lot of them, like I said. Okay, so a lot of people, they're thinking, oh, I need $1 million. You don't need $1 million. I didn't have $1 million. I'm 24 now, and I've had over 37 cars. I'm not a millionaire. I was a lot broker when I was 18 than I am now, and I definitely didn't have the mindset that I had now that I did, but I still had a lot of cars, because the reality is, always, back to the thing, when there's a will, there's a way. So again, I taught myself how to find cars on auctions, and that's how I came across Copart and IAA. I actually came across Copart when I totaled my BMW after spending all that money on it and found out somebody bought it for $1,000. I literally was paying that car off for $10,000. The car had $10,000 more dollars put into it with work, and somebody bought my car for $1,000. So to a lot of people, that's like, somebody bought your car for $1,000. To me, somebody bought my car for $1,000. I can go buy somebody else's car for $1,000. Since then, I've been deeply invested into auctions because, I mean, it only makes sense to buy cars cheaper. There's no reason for me to go get in debt for a car when I can buy multiple cars like I want to do for cheap, own them. Yeah, they need some work. I like to buy from insurance because they're crashed, but I like them because I know that they were crashed and that's why they're broken. So when I fix the stuff that's broken, it's gonna run. So that's a perfect example of how I'm saying it's not what you have to do, it's how you plan you're gonna do it. Said I wanted to smoke weed and make money. I started a business by watching a TikTok, went out there, spent $500 on shit, tried it for like 30 hours for the next 2 days, and blew up, put all the shit in my garage, quit. Next year came out with the right mindset, right hustle, right desire, and I fucking did it. First year I ever did window tint, I did 100,000. And even if I didn't do 100,000, I still would have did okay because I have a skill. And this is why millionaires say that dope dealers are the best businessmen, because the reality is, if you have product, you sell that product, you reinvest the money that you used for the original product back into all your next product moving forward. It's like you're spending zero money to make money, and you're just profiting everything that's above that number. And with window tint, that's exactly what it taught me, because as long as I have a box of tint, I'll never be broke. If I went and spend my money on something else and I didn't have a box of tint, I have no way to make money, right? So what I could tell you is the best thing to do, learn a skill, get out on your own, and understand that, like, you don't need to have a business. Cause like, I've been in business for 3 years, and at this point, I'm not a businessman, even though I do business. I just make money and have fun. It doesn't need to be any more complex than that, because that's when it starts messing with your mind. So the reality is, you need to go find something that you could do that makes money. Simple as that. But for me, I love cars. That led me down a long thing of detailing cars is where I started. I've always bought and sold my own personal cars. Other than that, I've been tinting windows. Tinting windows is a very, very great return on investment. It was very easy for me to just get out and make the money. I know that when I finish that job, they're handing me my money. So there it is. That's how I make money. Now, to smoke weed, like I've been saying I've been wanting to do, I just go to the dispensary and use the money of my hustles. Do you guys see how I said that and I used it and switched it around to make it my reality? I said I wanted to smoke weed and make money. Well, guess what? I learned a skill, which makes money, and that money helps me go smoke weed all day. Like I said, I want to smoke weed, make money. I want to drive cars. I want to spend time with my family, and I want to do all this stuff, right? Just to end this video off too, a lot of people say they want to own a house, right? So then everybody wants to go and do everything the conventional way. Everything is like cloning. It's like, let me do something that I saw somebody else doing. And that's the reason that stuff doesn't change. For me, I'm resourceful because I came from nothing. So to make something, I had to do something. I just went and bought a plot of land, right? That plot of land is raw. There's no septic, no water, no nothing. Everything has to be built. I'm gonna go buy 3 sheds this month or this year. Those 3 sheds, I'm gonna set into a little compound with a little area in the front. I will put up a picture so you guys can see what I'm talking about. My land was about $40,000 total. Now, like I said, I'm not rich. So when you hear that, people are like, $40,000. I put $50 down on my land to own it. So I pay a mortgage for my land, which I plan to pay off as soon as I can so that I can own my land. Reality is, it didn't take me $40,000 to get into my own land, but other people are trying so hard to get approved for credit and all this stuff that they can't get done because a lot of us go through hard things in life. Like, we didn't learn financial stability when we're younger. So a lot of us do a lot of stupid stuff, mess our credit up. Well, guess what? I put money down on the land and I didn't even use my credit at all. Same thing with these sheds. People are like, oh, how are you going to build that house? That's got to be $100,000. I'm sure in the end, it will probably be a good amount, but each one of my sheds is like $6,000. So set them up in a little compound. That's what, like 12, That's 18,000 total right there, right? 18,000 plus 40,000, that's $58,000 total. And right now I have 10 acres of land, and I'm going to drop my homestead on it. I already went and lived in the mountains, in the trees, for 4 freaking months in a tent. So like at the end of the day, like I'm very good with like surviving, and really like I enjoy that type of stuff. Throughout this whole year, I'm gonna get everything outfitted: the bathroom, the water, the shower, the food, everything that it takes to make it a house. And I guarantee you, I still won't even touch $150,000 total. But the value of the home after I'm done with it in these next few years will surpass that, right? It's not about the money. You have to think outside the box. And sometimes you have to do things unconventionally, untraditionally, and maybe a little extra. In the end, it gives you the result that you want. So a lot of us in this generation are so used to immediate gratification. This is not about the immediate gratification. It's about the marathon, right? And everything that I just explained has been in like the last 8 years of my life. So none of this stuff came overnight. But guess what? Every day, every week, every month, something changed because of this. Passion is important. The ability to adjust is important. Your perspective is very important. And how you apply yourself is very important. Not every day will always be the same amount of energy. The only thing that matters, as long as you keep moving forward, you'll get where you need to get. Stay true.